History was definitely not normal. What if I told you gladiators were basically the rock stars of ancient Rome? Seriously, these weren't just fighters. They were full-blown celebrities. Imagine this, a packed coliseum, 50,000 people screaming your name. That was the life of a top gladiator. They had fan clubs, people who would follow their careers obsessively. You could find graffiti on the walls of Pompeii, cheering for guys like Saladas, the heartthrob of the girls. It was like modern sports fandom, but way more intense. And get this, they had merchandise. You could buy oil lamps with your favorite gladiator's face on them. It was like having a poster of a pop star, but for your house lighting. Fans would collect these things, showing off their allegiance. The most famous gladiators were brands in themselves, their images everywhere. This is where it gets really wild. Gladiators did endorsements. Their fame was so massive that businesses would use their likeness to sell products. Picture a gladiator's chiseled face on a wine amphora or endorsing a brand of olive oil. They were the original influencers. Their popularity used to move merchandise off the shelves. It sounds like something out of a modern marketing playbook, right? Here's a fun fact. When they were making the movie Gladiator, the one from the year 2000, the writers actually included a scene where gladiators were used for product endorsements. They had this whole idea of showing how commercialized the games were. But in the end, they cut the scene. Why? The director and producers thought it would be too unbelievable for modern audiences. They felt that people watching the movie would think it was a made-up, anachronistic detail, something that just wouldn't fit with their idea of ancient Rome. It seemed too modern, too silly, too much like our world today. But here's the punchline. It was completely historically accurate. That scene they thought was too unrealistic. It was one of the most real things about gladiator life. Ancient Romans really did use their celebrity fighters to sell stuff. So, the next time you think history was all serious and boring, just remember the gladiator endorsed olive oil. History was not normal.